I hope everybody is doing okay. Thank you so much for joining today's live. Um, we're gonna do some nails, y'all. So get ready for that. If you hear some weird sounds, I have my kids. They're doing some sort of project here in the living room with me. So yeah, or maybe the cat wants to join. I don't know. So the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming to my live today. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all very much. Excuse the mess on my table, as usually, that's how it is. So we're gonna be doing some acrylic nails, but before I do have a package from the lovely melodysusie, and yeah, we're gonna unbox that first, and then we're gonna get to the nails. So shout out to Jennifer and shout out to Sugar the Clips for being the first ones here. Yay! Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So here is the package. I'm gonna cover a little bit of my address. Just so you know, you might hear my neighbors or people driving by because I live in the ghettos. So let's see what the lovely Melody Susie sent me today. Ooh. Oh my God, they are so adorable. I do have a discount code with them, you guys. It is Nelly12. I will have that link available in the description box. So yeah, they are amazing when it comes to their their accessories for nails. I have, I don't know, maybe 4 drills from them. I have this oh my God. The dust collector. I've had this dust collector. I've had several of their drill bits. They are absolutely great. They are an amazing company. So definitely check them out. These are the different gels that they have and some of the colors. These are some other products that they have. So definitely check out the link in the description box. If you want, you can use my discount code. Like I said, is Nelly12 for 12% off. They are super great. They are on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And then this is the QR code. Feel free to screenshot this and obviously with another phone go into their website or just go to my description box. Oh my God, this is so cute. And these are all stickers. Oh my God, look at this one. Melody Sissy. Look at this. Look. Isn't this fun? Oh, I like this. They're so awesome. You guys, I am not kidding when I tell you that I have a lot of things. Like if I show you right now, this right here is the dust collector. I have a drill right over there somewhere. I can't even see that pink. That is their drill. I have another drill somewhere here. This is another drill from them that I use all the time. I'm telling you, it's a lot. It's a lot. So let's just check to see what they sent me here today. Oh, you got yours a few days ago. Shout out to Black Orchid. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Christine. Hello, lady. Sorry, I just literally pulled the chat up so that I could see who's joining in. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. And let's see what the lovely Melody Susie sent me. Oh, I love their packaging. Their boxes are great. Oh, isn't this lovely? Look at this. Nail prep dehydrator and nail primer. Oh, this is great because I actually need to do my natural nails. But that's something I normally keep, to myself. But if you guys want to see me do my natural nails, just let me know in the comments and I'll definitely work on that. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday, you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Nail art essentials. Ooh, we gotta open all of this. And then, oh my God, this is so nice. Nail art gel, blooming gel. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna be using this today for sure because I saw a really cool set and I want to try it. And it's making eyeballs. So we're gonna be doing some eyeballs today. I hope you are interested in that. Nail care kit. Okay. What is this? 36-month shelf life. And some other information, their websites and all of that. If any of you guys are interested. Let's see what's in here. Cuticle remover. Oh my God, they sent me like the whole package. Nail cuticle oil. Oh my God, I feel spoiled. I should have done my natural nails. Anyways, it's okay because then I can do another live. If you guys want to see me doing my natural nails, I definitely will do that. I do not have that. That will be my first time trying that cuticle remover and their cuticle oil. Oh, this is so nice. Honestly, you guys, I'm not kidding. They are a great company. I absolutely love them. And in my personal opinion, oh, another thing I am obsessed, like literally obsessed, is their clear acrylic, which soon I'll have here because I had to order some. I love the bottles. Look at this. This is their blooming gel. And we're definitely, like I said, we're going to use this for today's set. I hope you guys are into that today. I'm going to be doing a little bit of art. I don't know. This is so nice. I definitely needed blooming gel because the one I have is very old. It's actually expired, which is not a good thing because, you shouldn't be using gel products that are expired. Let me see what's in this box. This is a 3-piece. Like I said, everybody, thank you so much for joining in. Please participate in the chat. Be respectful. What is this? Oh, look at that. Have any questions? We're always here to help. Support at melodysusie.com. That is freaking awesome. Oh, look. They give you the instructions for the top coat and everything else. That is great. So we have the base coat. Always great to have. I've never had their base coat. I have tried several of their gels and I did like them. Top coat. Very important. Very nice. Let me see. I like the brush. You see how the brush is a little bit rounded? I like that. I like that a lot. So we're definitely going to try that. Let's check out the base. Oh, this is nice and thick, you guys. Look. Very thick. Very nice. It's always good to have a base coat that is thick. I love that. Definitely going to be using that. Oh, I have a builder gel. Oh my God, this is my first builder gel for melodysusie. Oh, I love how thick it is. Look at that. And it's clear. Now I'm thinking maybe I should, instead of using the regular gel like I use for my nails, should start with the clear, and that way, I don't have like, I don't know, a natural color or something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But this I've never had before. So like this is really cool. Has anyone tried their builder gel? Let me know in the comments because I have never tried them. Hi Tabitha, thank you so much for joining. Shout out to you, girl. Mache, thank you so much for being here, sweetheart. Ooh, my girls are here. Yay. I get excited. And we have one more. Oh, this is the dehydrator and primer. So when it comes to your natural nails, it is very important not only to use dehydrator and primer. Um, Obviously, I don't use that when I do my acrylics like this. These type of nails, I only do it for nail content only. But yeah, I mean, when it's time to do my natural nails, which obviously I do, it's very important, and it's awesome that I literally have everything. Look at this. Primer and the dehydrator. And I love the bottles. They are super elegant. Look at that. And I like the fact that it says nail primer to bond natural nails. So it explains exactly. And it's non-acid for UV gels only. Dehydrator. And it explains here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I doubt it. But it says to dehydrate natural nails, non-acid for powders or UV nails. This is great. This is actually really, really great. Okay, so now that we have unboxed everything, let me just put some of these things aside. Once again, oh my God, I really love this. This is so nice. Hopefully you guys can see everything. But let's get to doing this set. So I watched a really cool video yesterday on Instagram. And so we're going to use a top coat. I'm not going to use a base coat today. I'm definitely using the blooming gel today. So we're going to have some fun. I am going to use, we're going to do 3D flowers. So if you have any questions regarding the application, please ask while I'm applying the product, not after. Or if you do after, then I'll be able to answer it. Some apple juice. Happy Sunday, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to be using, for my natural color, I'm going to be using Mia's Secret and the color Golden as usual. I'm going to use this blue that I made myself. This is it's a beautiful color, actually. I can't even open it. Oh my God, it's so full. It's so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully you can. Let me clean the camera a little bit. Maybe it needs to be clean. But it's a beautiful color. And then I'm going to be using some other colors as well that I'm not going to mention because they have nothing to do with this. And I'm also going to be using black. So, and I'm going to do some bling. Anyways, we're just going to do the whole shebang. So let's start with the cover nails. And again, I am not a nail technician. I am actually a pharmacy technician. I just like to show my, the way I do nails, and, so that you guys can learn a little bit. And hopefully it helps your journey. Shout out to Mimi. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, thank you. I know it is officially fall. So what I like to do is in October, I do my Halloween stuff or goth or something like that. And then in November, I start my fall sets. Usually, a lot of people like to do the fall, then go to the Halloween, and then go to fall again. So, no, I'm not about to do that. Can you see me? Can you see okay? Just let me know. So the temperature in my living room is actually it feels a little warm, so hopefully it doesn't dry too fast. But I like to keep my side walls very well shaped. So how is everybody doing? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all very much. These are my 1XL coffin tips. If anybody was wondering, yes. And no, these are not the longest nails I have. I have 3XL. I have definitely longer nails than this. So this is going to be my second bead. And again, I just make sure to reach both side walls, as you can see. Once I do that, then I start to blend that bead downwards. I might have to turn the AC on. The problem with me turning on the AC is that you can definitely hear that noise. If the nails look a little bit bulky, just remember that I do have product on my nails and I put a layer of clear acrylic. So yeah, again, reaching both side walls and then blending it downwards. And the faster you do this, the easier it's going to be. I'm going to do an ombre if anybody's interested, or if they have any trouble with that. This is going to be my apex bead. And I'm going to place that right here. I'm going to go to the top of that bead and flatten that out a little bit, making sure it reaches both side walls. And then I start to blend the acrylic down. Again, Mia's Secret tends to set pretty fast, and it's warm, like I said, in my living room. So I'm trying to work as fast as I can. And then my cuticle bead, I try to make it a little bit wetter. And then I place it right here. I'm going to push that acrylic towards the cuticle area, making sure it reaches the cuticle area nicely. And then I go towards the side walls. And then I start to blend that acrylic downwards. Unfortunately, it's really hot in my apartment right now. And Hennessy, can you turn the AC? This is what happens when you don't blend it fast enough. So I'm actually kind of glad that that happened, but that's something that you can easily, you know, thank you, baby. You can easily change that by putting a wetter bead, excuse me, and then blending that downwards. And then you clean your side walls. I do need, if you can see, I do need a little bit more structure here. So that's what I'm going to do next. So my idea is, I was planning on doing those eyeballs on my, this nail right here that I'm doing and my ring finger. And then kind of make a flower, like a flower, eyeball flower or some crazy thing like that. You know, I'm not very talented when it comes to like doing spooky stuff. I leave that to my nail sister Condra. She's the best. You guys should definitely check her out. If you guys are in love with rainbows, definitely check out my beautiful nail sister Sugar Eclipse. She is the rainbow queen. So here I'm just blending acrylic upwards and downwards to make sure to have a good structure for the length of the nails. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. So yeah, I've had quite a busy Sunday, to be honest. Today my day started with taking my little one to her dental appointment. Everything turned out great, and then after that I had to take her shopping because she is currently working on a project for senior night for her volleyball team. So we went to the dollar store and we purchased several items. And then I came home. The day goes by really fast, by the way. So I kind of rested a little bit. I have been super exhausted because I've been working overtime like crazy. When I'm doing nails, I don't focus on 2, 3 beats. Nope. I'm on like the group of 20 beats. Doesn't matter how many beats it takes. What it matters is that I enjoy what I'm doing, that I like what I do, because I'm the one who's doing it, of course. And yeah, try my best. And if there's something that I did wrong, make sure I don't make the same mistake next time. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So I hope everybody's doing and is having a wonderful Sunday. I do appreciate each and every single one of you that decide to click on this video. So I hope you stay and enjoy, the application, the conversations, and everything. I like to talk a little bit about everything. Let me clean this mess over here. And then, of course, this nail needs a little bit more structure because of the length. So we're going to go in with a wetter bead right there in the middle. And I say wetter because, of course, like I said, it's warm in my living room. So I want to make sure that I blend this bead enough to where it gives good structure. But it looks good at the same time. Nothing filing or shaping can't fix. So I'm going to do an eyeball here and an eyeball here. Let's see how that goes. And then I'm going to do like a flower, 3D flower around it. You guys let me know. Shout out to, who else is here? Loki. Hi, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Don't forget to hit that like button. So I'm going to use this blue. This is a chameleon pigment that I used. It's so beautiful, and I am just sad that the lighting does not, and the camera does not do it justice, but I'm going to show you how beautiful this color is. And then we're going to do an ombre, of course, on the pointer finger. And check out that glitter. Tell me that's not pretty. And it's a chameleon color. I made this color myself. That's another thing I like to do on my channel because times are tough and sometimes we don't have hundreds of dollars to be spending on so many companies. So I like to create my own colors. I'm going to place that bead right here, making sure it reaches both side walls. I'm going to blend this up a little bit so that there's a good transition between the nude color and the blue. Now I'm not focusing on building the nail with this color because of course it needs to be encapsulated. So I absolutely freaking love this color. It's so pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing with the pinky and most likely with the thumb. So don't be shy, participate in the chat, say hi to me, tell me where you're from. Be kind and respectful, of course. I always like to encourage that. There's already enough hate in the world and we don't need that here, especially on my channel, and it's not tolerated. But I would still love to have you here. Again, I'm going to place my bead right here. I'm going to blend it upwards so it has a good transition between the nude and the blue. I think I need a little bit of blue right there. I'm going to do a really tiny bead just to give it a little extra color. And as you can see, I put that bead kind of on the wetter side because it's easier to blend. I don't know if you can see the chameleon color because it has like a purple shift. It's so beautiful. And if you can't see it, I'm so sorry. Hi, Cordy. Shout out to Cordy. Shout out to Dawn. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. We are having Sunday. What should we call this? I don't even know. Sunday nail care day, I guess. So as you can see, the acrylic does tend to run towards the side, but you know, you get to pull that acrylic and make sure it stays within the center of the nail. You're in charge, bestie. You're going to move that acrylic towards the center of the nail, and then you're going to continue to apply the acrylic. Doesn't matter where it goes. Or sorry, where it goes. Again, moving it towards the center of the nail. I'm going to start to blend this one upwards a little bit. And then I'm going to blend that downwards. I think I'm being a little cheap with this blue. Come on, you can do better than that. So I can have better coverage. This is such a beautiful blue. I love how sparkly it is. Again, not perfect, but something that can easily be fixed with shaping. So now let's go to the nude. Let's start with the pointer finger. Sorry, I just hit my phone with my nail. Oh, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. Anyways, shout out to Shayla. Shout out to Candy. Shout out to Mo Pity. I'm so sorry if I said it wrong. Um, no, this does not, you don't have to dry this in the lamp because this is acrylic. We're going to work with gel after the application. And gel is the one that needs to be cured in a lamp. So I'm going to place my bead right here, making sure it reaches both side walls, and then immediately going to blend downwards. Now, the faster you blend that nude, the easier of a transition you're going to have. I'm not really too concerned right now about this part right here because I'm going to decorate the heck out of these nails. So this is my cuticle bead. Push it to the cuticle area, making sure it reaches both side walls, and then I pull that acrylic downwards. And yes, it's going to look really lumpy because again, I do have product on my natural nails, and also I have a thin layer of clear acrylic, so do not forget that. Next nail will be the pinky. So the pinky, I kind of do it in one bead because it's such a tiny nail. And there you go. And then obviously the rest is going to be encapsulated. Now I'm going to thank you so much for being subscribed to my channel. Ooh, we have 21 likes. Thank you so much, people. Come on, there's how many? 61 of y'all in here. Let's go. Let's bring up those likes. Again, with the thumb, same thing. Gonna put my bead down, making sure it reaches both side walls, and then immediately going to blend it downwards. Thank you so much for all the hearts. I do see that with the corner of my eye, actually. Because I can see what you guys are saying on my tablet, but it shows it on my phone as well. It disappears so quickly, I can't even read it sometimes. Ta-da! And we have an ombre. Yay! So let's encapsulate. I have to change acrylic. I mean, not acrylic. Of course I have to change acrylic. I have to change primer. The flowers, I'm going to use this same blue so that it kind of, you know, colorates with everything. And let me just cover my cover color. And I need a clean monomer because this one I already used. How is everyone doing? Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, please ask. Again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all for being here today. Con todo respeto, that is feo. Okay. I'm gonna have to learn how to speak Portuguese. Because like I said before, Portuguese and Spanish are pretty similar. So sorry, you find the nails you know, ugly, you don't have to watch it. You can just keep scrolling. Shout out Rocky. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you very much. Um, so I have a question. Do we put the acrylic up to the cuticle or just um, you put it up against it, not over it. So it's really close there to my cuticle area. And then obviously I'm going to file off to seal and separate what is the cuticle from the acrylic. And I'm going to show that obviously during shaping so you guys can see. You don't want any of the product, obviously, as you can see, over your cuticles. It's not going past my cuticle, it's just up against it. um but yeah, you don't want anything like on your skin, because it doesn't matter what product you're using. If you get exposed to it way too much at any given point, you can develop any kind of allergies. So we don't want to do that, and I do not want you to do that ever. And that's why when I apply my bead, for example, my cuticle bead, let me see, I place it right here, down here, and then I push it up so it goes up against the cuticle and not over the cuticle. It's just I'm pushing it right there, and that's why you see me that I do this a lot there on the cuticle, because I want the acrylic to go up against it and not over it. Robin, shout out to Robin. Thank you for being here. No problem. I am very happy to help. Shout out to the 57 of y'all in here. Whoop whoop. Go bestie. Go bestie. Go bestie. Go bestie. Now, I'm not going to, do a lot with this clear. I'm just going to encapsulate as lightly as I can. Of course, I don't want the nails to be too bulky. I cannot wait for my melodysusie clear acrylic, you guys. You guys are going to see a very big difference on how that acrylic applies. I actually made the order because I'm obsessed. So definitely check out melodysusie. I do have, like I said, a discount code with them. It's all literally preference when it comes to acrylic, just like when it comes to any other product. It's all preference, but for some reason I like the melodysusie clear, and I like how it works. I like how it applies. I like the fact that I can place the bead, and you can go to my previous lives. I literally place the bead up here and I walk that bead all the way to the bottom. So melodysusie's acrylic, it is definitely helpful for beginners. Um, but again, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I do like it, and that's why I promote it, because I promote what I like. If it doesn't work for me, you know, I'm not going to promote it. And if it works for me, may not work for you. And if it works for you, may not work for me. I always like to say that too. For example, you saw that I put that bead right there and I was only able to drag it down here. Right now, right here, I need more acrylic. So that is why I'm so desperate for me to receive that acrylic. I miss it. I miss working with it. I do not get used to these other acrylics that I've been using. I have tried to look for something that, it's helpful and something that works for me. I just cannot find a acrylic, a clear, let me just be more specific. A clear acrylic that I can just feel comfortable working with. I have not found it. And that is something that I do love from melodysusie, is their clear acrylic. Like, I No joke, no exaggeration. I'm obsessed with it. I try using other acrylics like this one, for example, and I can't work with it. It dries sometimes too fast. It sticks to my brush, but I work with what I have. So, just so you know, you're not the only one struggling, bestie. I'm gonna blend this bead upwards and then downwards. Again, I'm not trying to make the nail too bulky because the better your application, the less filing you have to do. So I always like to kind of encourage people to, you know, work with smaller beads if you're starting your nail journey, and just take your time. Don't rush it. There's no need to rush. I'm going to blend this real quick upwards and then blending it downwards so that I have a better structure of the nail. As you can see, it looks a little bit more even right here, which is what I wanted. Okay, so I think that's it for acrylic application. Now let's move into filing. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. Let me see if anybody has any question. What is what? What I was using clear acrylic. I was encapsulating the blue that I put down here, um, because clear acrylic is obviously stronger. So yeah, it's always good. You can even encapsulate your core colors if you want to make them last. Um, but this color, I don't really encapsulate it. Um, but yeah, let me see. Where did I put that card? So you guys can see the name. Well, I'll show you the bottle, but it's melodysusie. I do have a link in the description box, and I do have a discount code. If you use discount code Nelly12, you'll get a 12% off. So I'm going to start obviously with the core colors because these ones are already dried. So I usually, when I start filing, I do majority of my shaping with the hand file. And the first thing I file is my sidewalls. That is like automatic for me. That's the first thing I do. And then I go down here and I also file down here. I have to be careful because I have a PLF and I don't want to file too hard and then the nail just pops. Because I want this nail to be in good shape. So I do put pressure with my thumb right here to kind of stabilize the hand file, and it'll keep it straight. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. But this time I'm going to use my pointer finger. Good night, Christine. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Glitch Dragon. Thank you so much. Welcome. Hi, Nail Studio. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you guys have any questions, Then I go over the surface with the hand file. And this is the part that a lot of people don't like because, it takes time. But I mean, that's the beauty about going live. Like, you get to see the mistakes, you get to see everything. Because if I do just a regular video, for one, I don't have time to do that at this very moment. So that's why I'm just recently going live, because it takes a lot of time to edit videos and all of that. And I have my daughter in sports, and I'm being a very supportive mom. So, and I have been working overtime. So, yeah. So this is how you can tell if you had any dips, because you're going to see some parts that are filed and some parts that are not. So those are the areas that I kind of tend to focus on with the hand file until they look like they're evenly filed. Again, these nails, this is not something that I normally wear. I have worn them for work. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people that do like to go inside the pharmacy and they just want to ask, what am I wearing on my nails sometimes? But lately I just do this for YouTube content only. And if there's any tips and tricks, I like to show people, because, that's what we're here for. Right now I'm filing underneath, and now I'm going to move to the side wall. I need to put a little bit of pressure here because I get sometimes a little too happy and I forget that I'm wearing a peel-off base coat. So, yeah. Yes, I know I have to work on my nails. I need to literally take a day to give myself some love, because I've been working really hard lately and it's been rough, you guys. The last few days, it's been really, really rough. So I hope that you're here to, just relax, watch the application or the nail art. And if you have any questions, don't forget to ask. And please, please, please be respectful in the comments. I don't know how else to say it, because I'm a person that, I'm very self-aware of mental health, and some people sometimes act like they're so entitled to their opinion and they just want to criticize everything. Hey, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that, I'm better than anybody. I'm just here enjoying what I do, what I'm doing right now, which is doing my nails. I'm showing you maybe some way different that might help you. And, sometimes people are mean, and, I like to bring awareness to just be kind to other people. You don't know what their struggles are in their life and what they're going through. So please, please just be an adult and be kind. It doesn't cost a thing, It doesn't cost anything. I was actually, now that I say that, I was watching a video yesterday, and I was just scrolling through Instagram, and you know how people sometimes make these online videos literally just for freaking clicks, you guys. And what they do, it's literally either embarrass someone else, a random stranger at that. So there was this woman, and she was sitting alone on a table, and the person just again wanted to make a video, I guess just for clicks or something. I don't even know. I just found it very, the state, uh, it was just horrible because he goes up to her and he's like, "Hi, are you single?" And she says, "Yes." It was just to take the chair that was next to her away. And her face of sadness after that, it's like you don't know how much or how hard it was for that woman to get up that day, get herself pretty, and just go out. You don't know what you just did for clicks and likes and laughs, what can do to that other person. Because after your video, they're going to go home probably feeling more alone than when they left their house. And you don't know what that person can do. It's like, can we just not lose at least our humanity? I, I just don't understand. It's just people being ignorant, honestly, because if you don't have, didn't your mama ever tell you, like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all? It's for a reason, you know? And people nowadays, all they care about is like approval from other people, and they don't even care about somebody else's mental health. They don't care the damage that they're going to do to that other person just for clicks, likes, and giggles. Like, that is so nasty and so disrespectful in my eyes. Like, for me, for example, nails, honestly, I'm not perfect, but nails is my coping mechanism. Nails is something that I love to do, even if I don't keep the nails on, you know, it's something that I like to do. And, you know, sometimes I've had a really rough week. For example, I had a really rough week this week. I'm gonna tell you a story, just so you know. I mean, I'm just being vulnerable here. But for example, yesterday was, for some reason, I suffer from anxiety, I suffer from depression, I suffer from PT, I suffer from several things because of, past traumas and all of that. Life just happens, let's just call it, just put it like that. And um yesterday was, I don't know, I woke up like in my feelings for some reason. And so I was like, okay, I just got to pull myself together. I know that I have to take my daughter to practice. I know that I had to buy some things for the team, not the team, but for, it's a volleyball activity that we have for the seniors. And so I was like, I need to buy some things for that. And so, again, I don't know why. I was just in my feelings yesterday. And I took my daughter, bought her breakfast, I took her to her practice. I waited until the coach got there because we got there early. And then I left. I went to the store to buy the things that I offered that I was going to take for that activity and whatnot. I left the store. I go to the gas station because at that point I realize I only have 3 lines of gas in my car. And I know that by the time I go and pick up my kid and come back, I'm only going to have like maybe 1 line of gas. And that's not going to be enough, obviously, for the week. I went to the gas station. I parked at the gas station and I decided to look at my phone. My daughter had texted me and I didn't realize it. So when I checked my phone, I see that my daughter had texted me while I was in the store. But of course, I'm paying attention to my phone. I'm just trying to get things done, as every mom is. And the simple fact that she texted me saying that she needed some craft things for something that she needs to do, I don't know why I started crying. I literally started crying at the gas station. It was like I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, and mind you, I felt so tired and fatigued, like physically tired, because again, I've been working a lot of overtime because life is just, I'm just trying to keep up with life, honestly. And so I read the messages and I just started crying. I just couldn't stop crying. I'm like, oh my God, I literally just left the store. Why didn't I check my phone? And I wasn't even mad at anybody. I was like, why didn't I check the phone? I feel so tired because I was so tired that there was a lady when I was like in line waiting for the cashier to, you know, check me out, check my items and whatever. There was a lady and she just looked at me. She's like, you look tired. And I was like, yep, that's exactly how I feel. I feel really tired. And she's like, yeah, I can tell in your face you look tired. And so that alone, I was, dang, if somebody can tell, like just by looking at me that I look tired, I must look horrible. That was the first thing in my mind. I must look really bad. Which normally, I don't care because I'm just being a mom and I'm just doing things that I gotta do. But when I got to I don't know what hit me when I got to that gas station. I'm telling you, I just checked the phone. I saw that she had texted me and I saw the message and I just started crying. Like, I'm just trying to keep up with life and it's one thing after the other and I'm so exhausted. Like, I just want to sleep and I can't because I got to do this and I have to do that and then I have to go get her and then when we get home I have to cook and life has been lifing. And I'm not going to lie, it's kicking my butt. But I always try to do my best and you know if someone just was mean to me yesterday, not that anybody was, because really nobody was mean to me at all. I was just, you know, that would have made my day so much worse. Like, can you please just be kind to other people? It doesn't take anything. It doesn't cost a thing to be kind. And if you don't have anything nice to say, just shut the hell up. Just keep it moving. Like, constructive criticism, of course. I always welcome constructive criticism because I don't know everything, and I don't claim to know everything. I just get up here, show you guys what I'm doing, and maybe you can learn something new from me and I can make your journey a little bit easier. Maybe you're just here for the conversations. Who knows, but thank you so much for being here. But yesterday was so hard. Like, I was literally in tears, crying. I don't know if it's because I'm overwhelmed, overworked, over anything. But it was a very hard day for me yesterday. And, again, you don't know what people are going through. Sometimes this time right here is what I have, that something that I do that makes me happy. And this is not to be, I'm not exaggerating. This is not to be in competition with anyone because everybody has their own issues, and that's why I just can't stress it enough. Like, can you just be kind to other people? Like, it really doesn't cost anything. I remember I got home, I did my groceries online because I was so tired that I couldn't even go to any other stores. And I just stayed in bed. And then today, again, I got up, took my daughter to her dentist appointment, and then I took her to the store to buy the things that she needed to buy. And here I am talking to you guys about my life problems. Not life problems, but it's things that happen. And God, can you just, people, please just be nice to other people. It doesn't cost a thing. It's not hard. I'm not asking for too much. It's just kindness, period. I'm sorry for the rambling. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. Oh, God. Again, melodysusie. You guys, check out their website. I have a discount code. Hi, Bramble. Shout out to you. Hi, shout out to Stephanie. Who else is in here? I'll give the shout outs again. Shout out to Sugar the Clip. Shout out to Black Orchid. Shout out to Mimi. Shout out to Nails by Ramble. Shout out to Candy. Shout out to Jennifer. Mache, shout out to you. Anna, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Again, it doesn't cost anything really to be kind. Right now, I don't remember who was asking me earlier about the acrylic being on the skin. No, that's why I do this part right here. I am separating the acrylic that is on the nail plate from whatever it is sticking to a little bit of my cuticle. And this is how I'm sealing this acrylic from my cuticle area. Listen, I'm just saying I have this platform, and if I can change someone's day, that's, you know, even if it's not even related to nails, if you just needed to hear that, I'm glad. I'm happy that I made someone's day better, you know? Just, share the kindness, I guess. Be kind to other people. You don't know what people are going through in life. And life is really hard right now. I don't know if it's impacting any of y'all, but I know for sure it's impacting me, and I know for a fact it's impacting a lot of other people. And this is 2025. Come on. Like, there's so much awareness nowadays, more than there was in the 90s and the 80s, about mental health. So it's not like this is taboo. I'm not talking about something that it's new to society. Mental health is something that we should all, you know, be aware of. And again, just be kind to other people. Like, that's all I'm asking. And if you can't be kind to other people, then just don't interact. Period. I mean, that's how I see it. If you don't know how to behave, then I can't help you with that. So I'm using a 5-in-1 drill bit. This is a safety bit. So that's why I'm able to get so close to my cuticle without cutting myself. Oh my God, Melody Susie has a great 5-in-1, and it's the long one. Oh, I love the what I had while I had it because my cat broke it. It was actually on this exact drill. My cat got on top of my desk and she won't let me cut her claws, but she likes to play around my nail stuff. And she just dropped my drill. She dropped this drill onto the floor and the drill bit just it broke. And that broke my heart because that was a really good drill bit. And it was a safety drill bit too. It was a 5-in-1, but it was the long one. I'm surprised that this drill's still working because, yeah. But yeah, I like to seriously talk about mental health on my channel a lot because life sucks for a lot of reasons. And sometimes our only healthy escape, for example, for me, is doing nails. And it is, learning how to do new things. And I show you trial and error, what to do, what not to do. I show it all. And I haven't been able to make videos because, again, I don't have the time to edit videos. So that's why I'm just going live, which I appreciate each and every single one of you. Every Sunday that I've come up here, you guys are showing up every Sunday. I appreciate you all so, so freaking much. Like, you guys have no idea. But yeah, just be kind. Let's please not lose what makes us human. Let's keep our humanity, kindness for other people. I don't like to talk about religion. I don't like to talk about politics on my channel. But the one thing I do talk about is mental health. Why? Because I go through it every single day. Why would I talk about something that I have no idea what the hell I'll be talking about? Now, mental health, on the other hand, I have my own struggles every day and I share them. Because sometimes, you never know when that's going to help someone. And I'm hoping that one day helps someone that's actually watching me. You know? That's all I'm saying. Hi, Dee. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mabel. Mabel. Hi, Mabel. Oh my God. I got so excited. I dropped my. I dropped my buffer. Shout out to the 88 of y'all in here. Show me some love. Let's bring up those likes. Come on. Shout out to Mabel. Shout out to Shayla. Shout out to Steph. I will keep shouting out people over and over and over again because you guys are making my day by being here. So shout out to Stephanie. Shout out to Candy. Shout out to Jennifer. Shout out to Sugar the Clips. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to D. G. Nail. Shout out to Mabel. Shout out to Candy. Who else is in here? Shayla, I'm so glad you're here. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing great, beautiful. Shout out to Bramble. Shout out to Amanda. Shout out to Mimi. You guys are awesome. Shout out to Brittany. Oh my God, Brittany's here. Oh my God. When my girls are here, that's all I want, honestly. Just spend my day here with you guys. My girls are here. Just doing some nails and just bringing some awareness to this world. All we need is just a little bit of love and respect, of course. Who else? Oh, shout out Cordy. Shout out Amanda. Come on, people, participate in the chat so I can shout you out because you're making my day better. Shout out to CCA. Ooh, clocks. She's a claws. Yeah, clock that. Claws for sure. And these aren't even the longest that I've done. I usually do longer nails. Oh, you had your oh, I've been through that, Shayla. I hope you're feeling better. Yes. That's awful. I had my gallbladder removed. That was not fun, y'all. That was not fun at all. I work as a mental health support worker in the UK. Amanda, you were sent here by God, honestly, by the higher power. So bring some light into this channel and say something. Shout out to Haiti. Yes, I did this nails myself. That's why I'm filing them now. We're about to go to the second part, which is nail art. But you're welcome to check out my channel anytime. I like to explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So in case, you know, you're in your own nail journey, you can learn a little bit from me and yeah, make your journey a little bit easier. Oh my God, I'm trying to read and buff my nails at the same time. Look at that. I can't even do that. I'm so happy you guys are here. How long does it take me? Well, it depends. First of all, it depends on what I'm doing. Because if it includes nail art, usually I take about 2.5 hours with one hand, doing about a length like this. And of course, again, it depends on what I'm doing. But we're going to do bling. We're going to do 3D nails, which I normally do. And that's how long my lives are, for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Just trying to clean a little bit around here. Thank you so much, Black Orchid. Work on that homework, girl. You got this. And my job is to help them live a normal life with their mental illness as possible, to recover their best possible. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. I am so grateful that you're here, that you found my channel. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Yep. It is so important, you guys. So important nowadays. I'm just going to clean my nails with a little bit of alcohol. See, if I had cut my nails or my skin, ooh, I would have felt it because I'm cleaning my nails with some isopropyl alcohol. But nope, no cuts, no nothing. Look how beautiful that blue is. Ooh, so pretty. Raven, you think my nails are ugly? Oh, I'm glad I'm cleaning this finger. See, you said it at the perfect time. Right when I'm cleaning this finger right here. See, that's the great thing about me. I don't let stuff like that affect me. I could be all emotional and all of that with, my mental health and all of that, but I have a good sense of humor. You don't like it? That's cool. But I just find it so great that you said it right where I'm when I'm cleaning this nail. Oh my god. Again, people cannot be nice. So if people can't be nice, you just don't be nice to them. You think you're going to ruin my day? No, I'm here with my girls. I'm here with good people. You're not going to ruin my day. Okay, what are we going to do? So, let's just do that really cool thing that I was talking about. So, I need a white color, black, and then I'm going to use a blue. Um, let me see. I don't know. I've never done this before, so this is going to be really interesting. Um, let me see. Let me see. I got so excited with the stickers. I put them right in front of my nail palette that I need to use right now. That's not gonna make me. That's not gonna bring me down, people. Learn that right now. Okay, so let's do this nail. I try to do like a circle maybe here. It doesn't have to be perfect because again, I'm going to turn it into like a flower. But I don't want too much paint to the point that it's not going to cure properly. I'm trying to do a circle. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm just trying something new out. I'm not great when it comes to nail art. I'm going to tell you right now. So you're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. I'm not great when it comes to nail art. I usually leave that to my bestie Conjure Up Nails, which, by the way, she's really awesome. Does that look like a circle to you? Okay. It looks like a circle to me. Let me cure that. Ah. Miss Nail Art. Oh, I don't like nail art. Yes, she's a beast. Okay, so let me kind of explain a little bit. Let me explain something I don't even know how to do. That's funny. But that's what we're here for. So I saw this really cool video where you apply blooming gel, right? And then you put a dot of the color you're going to use. And then you put a dot of the black. And then you have to, actually, let me just pour a little bit of alcohol. and then you pour alcohol and it has a really cool effect. So I'm going to try to do that. I just have to cure this hand real quick and then grab my dotting tool because of course I'm never fully ready. I wasn't ready. And then we're going to do the flower around it and, you know, top coat and all of that. But I'm excited because it's like melodysusie heard my prayers. I definitely desperately needed a blooming gel because the one I have, I'm not even gonna lie. Let me see. I think this one says when it expires. This is the only one that I have. And I don't know if you can read that, but it expired in 2024. December 14, 2024. That's when it expired. So I desperately needed a blooming gel. So this one is going in the garbage. I'm glad. I'm happy that melodysusie, you know, this is a top coat. This is the blooming gel. So I'm going to put the blooming gel here. I'm going to put a little bit of black here. Not going to use a lot because I'm only going to do 2 nails because I just want to see how it works. I'm going to use this blue because it's somewhat similar to the blue that I have. I already have the whites. Let me get the dotting tool. Oh, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot thank you enough, honestly. So if it doesn't work out, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do, but again, this is the blooming gel for melodysusie. I do have a discount code. Check out my description box in case you guys are interested. So I have my alcohol right here. I have my blooming gel right here. And then I have the black, the blue, and then I have what's supposed to look like an eye. Oh, pray for me. I'm so nervous. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of the blooming gel just where I need it. And of course, whenever you're using blooming gel, you do not cure. Because that's how this works. You cure it after, you know, whatever effect you wanted is already there. Oh, let me move this to the side because I need you guys to see this. Hopefully it works out. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. So I'm going to do the blue first. Put a dot of the blue. Alright, I'm going to clean this. And I'm going to put a dot of the black in the middle. Then I'm supposed to dip it in the alcohol and put that dot here. Ah, it's working! Do you see those lines? It's so cool. Okay, let me cure this real quick. My eye might look a little bit weird. Oh, I have to cure it maybe here. So I'm going to cure that finger first. Yes, I have Stitch. Look. Bye, Candy. Thank you so much for being here. So, of course, after it blooms, you want to cure it to kind of get that color, you know. Now, these eyeballs are going to look a little cray-cray, but hi, Spiritual Spark. Shout out to you, beautiful. Thank you for so much for being here. Okay. So that's what my eyeball looks like. It looks like it's looking down, but it's all good. Okay. Again, one might be looking down, the other one might be weird and looking the other way. So let's see how it goes. Again, I'm just learning here. This is something new that I saw and I wanted to try it. Let's do the blue. You know, it's working its way around it. That's the purpose of the blooming gel. You put the color and it's going to start to bloom. It's going to expand. Then I'm going to go with the black and I'm going to put that right there in the middle to kind of make it look like an eyeball. And then I'm supposed to dip it in the alcohol. And then, let me go closer, put that right there in the middle. Do you see that effect? You see how it looks? It really kind of gives you the impression that it really does look like an eye. That's really cool. Again, my eyes are kind of looking a little cray-cray, but it's all good. I'm going to make it look cooler when I do the whole 3D flower thing. I love it. This was just a little experiment. And I'm glad you're here to see it all. And then, of course, I'm going to be doing my 3D flowers and all my good stuff. I'm definitely going to use the top coat after this is cured. And then we figure everything else out. You guys let me know what you guys want to see or what type of flower you want to see. You can start letting me know in the comments right now. But I'll show you exactly step by step how I do it. I know you saw it, right? It looks so cool. It looked way cooler on the other video that I was watching, but hey, this is my first try. I can't complain. I really can't complain. See? It looks like it's looking that way. Okay, let's use this top coat from melodysusie. Again, I have a discount code, Nelly12. Go check out their website. I should be applying base coat and then the top coat, but I'm going to leave the base coat for when I actually need it, for like my natural nails. I'm just going to apply the top coat. I like this. I like the shape of the brush. Like that round shape. I like it. Look how beautiful those glitters look. And trust me, the light is not doing this justice at all. Also, when you're applying gel, be very careful before you cure. Make sure that it's not touching your skin, because when it comes to gel, you can develop an allergy. But it looks really nice. So you see, I don't go right there in that cuticle area. I just go down here and then I push it up, just like I do with the acrylic. So I can get close enough to that cuticle without flooding it. And no worries, our eyes are gonna look a little bit cooler once I do the 3D flower around it. I gotta put some rhinestones in there too. Again, from down here, then I push it up very close to my cuticle area without touching my skin. Again, I don't really do a lot of spooky Halloween stuff. Let's see what I can come up with this year. Oh, you want to do some 3D ghosts? Like little ghosts? I could try doing that. I've never done that. You got to remind me though, because you guys know I'm very forgetful. That'll be really cool, right? Okay. We got everything. Let me make sure that it's not touching my skin. Hold on, let me grab the brush. Let me dab into the alcohol. Make sure it's not touching my skin. Always do this. Just grab some isopropyl alcohol and a brush and just go around your cuticle area and around your side walls to make sure that the gel is not touching your skin before you cure it. And then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds or whatever timer that is. Let me see if I have any questions. Thank you, Cordy. Again, shout out to Jennifer. Shout out to Cordy. Shout out to Sugar Eclipse. Shout out to Spiritual Spark bracelet. Shout out to Nails by Bramble. Shout out to Shayla. Uh, who else? Who else? Who else? Come on. What colored rhinestones should I use? That's something that I didn't really plan ahead of time. AB crystals? Blue? Or dark blue? Or AB? Thank you, Remo. Thank you, everyone who's here watching. Yes, Shayla looks gorgeous with that red hair. Opal blue. Ooh. Do I have? I should have opal blue. Hold on. Hold up. I do. Look. I do have opal blue. Dang, girl, she already added the whole shebang. She wants AB black, the opal. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's not white. Oh, that is wonderful, melodysusie. Yes, that's another thing that I look for on top coats that are non-wipe. That's very, very important to me. I don't like the fact that you know you put the top coat and then you have to go and wipe it out because if you touch it, it has a sticky residue, a sticky layer. I don't like that. So what do you guys think? This color, opal blue. What do you guys think? These? Just give me something simple. My bestie's always, she's like, do everything. My bestie's the best. Should I use gold or silver? I think silver will look prettier with this blue and this blue. Silver, right? Yep. Okay. I figure you guys will say silver. um, I think I think that's it. Okay. So let me move some of these things out of Jesus way. Okay, I'm gonna get the top coat here, blooming gel here, because that's gonna go on my shelf. Do I need the gel polishes? No, I don't need gel polishes anymore. So let me start cleaning up a little bit over here. You go here. You go here. You go in between you two. There. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I have to clean a little bit because it's... Oh, I have to clean my desk. I literally, like, I'm so busy. I haven't had time to do anything. I need to charge this thing too. That's why I wasn't working earlier. That was pretty embarrassing, but nobody noticed. Falak. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so... Oh, my bling. I need my bling. I'll probably use this one. And then I need this. Well, I'll probably do more bling. So let's just bring the other one out too. Um, uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, let's just start with that. Oh, I am gonna use black, so maybe I should really do mix them up. Or maybe I'll mix them on the other sets. I don't know. But for the eyes, maybe just opal or just black. I don't know. Opal for these two. What rhinestone should I use like around that white? The opal blue or you guys want to see the black? I need your help here. Shout out to Lily Bean. Thank you so much for being here. Do you want the opal or do you want the black? The opal blue? Who else? Let me know. Ah! I just peeled them. No. It's okay. No rhinestones left behind. Blue. Okay. Everybody agrees with blue. Well, I had to spill some of them anyways, but yeah, that was a little too much. I don't think I'm going to use this many. Do you see this mess? See, those are the type of things that I'll be able to hide in a video, but in a live, you just see it all. So you're not the only one that, goes through this. So yeah. Let me move these over here where I can actually use them. Okay. So let me move this out of the way because I'm very clumsy, as you can see. And then let me open this. Let me figure out what size I want to use. Okay. So I'm going to use this gel around the eyes. This is a no wipe gel. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use that size, right? Does that look about right? Oh, this thing is coming out. Okay, so let me just get all the ones that are the same size around the eye. No, that's smaller. Okay. And then after that, then I'll add the caviar beads. So I'm sorry if I missed your comment. At this very moment, I am busy. Mm, I definitely have more of the smaller size out than I have of this size. Hold on. It's actually smaller. No. Um, Dang, those medium size are really, really hard to come by. No, that one's too small. Oh man, this is not easy. I just needed them closer to my face, that's all. Sorry, I know this part is a little bit boring, but we'll get to the fun part in a second. Okay, okay, let me just move them to where they are supposed to be. Well, maybe if I remove this one. Yep, I just had to remove this one. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the caviar beads. I'm just going to put them in the inside, kind of, right in between each rhinestone. No, it fell. One more. Again, place everything where it should be. Okay, what do you guys think? I hope you guys were able to see that. Oh no, spillage alert. Yep. Welcome. Who else is new here? Let me see. Santiago Aguirre. Shout out to you. Lila, shout out to you. Oh, I like your name, Lila. It's beautiful. Shout out Stephanie. Charity, shout out to you. Hey girl, hey. Hey bestie. Hi Katie. Is it Katie? Katie? Hopefully I said it right. Shout out to you too. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all very, 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 very much. I think maybe for the next eyeball, I'm going to use smaller ones because the smaller ones are easier to find than that size that I was just currently using. That was really fishing, and I don't like that because it makes me slower than what I am. Where did I purchase my opal rhinestones? On Amazon, girlfriend. Yep, Amazon. It came in a pack of 3 colors. It was that blue one, and then I'm gonna show you the other ones. Was it 3 or 4? I think it was 4 colors. So it comes with the pink, then it has the green, and then there's the opal ones, regular ones in the middle, and then the blue ones. So 4 packs on Amazon. You're welcome. You're welcome. We're here to share. I don't gatekeep nothing. You want to know where I get something? Just let me know and I'll hook you up. Yeah, I think definitely for this one, I'm going to use the smaller ones because they're faster to find, faster to use. Oops. And I don't have to struggle so much looking for the size. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. I hope everyone is enjoying this live. I appreciate you all very much. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you like the content, share it if you find it helpful. I need the way because I know I'm going to spill those, and then this time they're going to go on the floor. So it's a good thing that they fell only on the table because I was able to save them. But If they spill on the floor, I'm just gonna literally sit here and cry. So right now I'm just putting some rhinestones around the eye. Then I'm gonna add some caviar beads like I did on the middle finger or the middle nail. And then I'm going to cure, and then we're going to focus on making a flower so we can see if my vision is correct. And it looks somewhat creepy but pretty at the same time. Okay, let's move these a little bit. Okay, let's go with the caviar beads in the middle. Can you see okay? I'm so sorry if I was out of focus. I figured it would look pretty on the inside of the flower. Alright, I didn't even grab it. And then one more up here. Let me move them again. What do you guys think? Okay. And let's cure. Oh, yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you to say. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I really do. Stephanie, you're gonna love those rhinestones. They are very, very beautiful. Usually, not a lot of people like to work with just these type of rhinestones. I'm actually, you know what? I think for my oh, maybe I'll do it. I'll do some sort of design today. I don't know. Let's see what happens today. But not a lot of people like to work with just the round rhinestones for some weird reason. Um, but yeah, you can do some very beautiful designs with just those. Yes, I do have other rhinestones that, have different shapes, but you know, you can do some very beautiful designs with just round rhinestones. And if you have embellishments or caviar beads, that really does kind of elevate the look of the design and it makes it look so much more beautiful. Thank you, Shayla. Welcome back, sugar. I appreciate you very much. Okay, so we have that so far. Let's try to do the flower, okay? Let's do that first on each nail, and then we decide if you want to do some more flowers on the other nails. You guys let me know what you guys want to see. Let me try to close this here. Let me pick up my mess of rhinestones. I'm so sorry you guys had to see that. But hey, it happens, okay? It happens, I think, to all of us. No rhinestones left behind. Okay, let me get the other part. So yeah, opal rhinestones are very, 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 oh, actually, let me not put them far away because I'm going to use them later anyways. So I'm going to use black and I'm going to use that same blue to do the petals. Let me make my mix. So when I do my 3D flowers, for those of you who are new, I do my mix of monomer and acetone. It all depends on the type of acrylic that you're working with. Some acrylics tend to set faster than others. I would say test it out. I have seen a lot of people that say just put 3 drops. No, for me, those 3 drops do not work. I don't want to put a lot of monomer because I do want a little bit of, time to work. So I'm just going to do a little bit. But yeah, it depends on the monomer that you're using and the acrylic that you're using. If it sets slow, start pouring a little bit more acetone until you know. The purpose of the acetone, adding it to the monomer, is that it will allow the bead to set faster. So it would allow you to work faster. So, but I'm not in a rush. Are you in a rush? I'm not in a rush. Okay, so I gotta be in a way where you guys can see better. So again, I'm using both colors, the blue and the black. I'm gonna wait a few seconds and then I'm gonna go in straight towards the rhinestones and I'm gonna push down. Then I'm gonna turn. Should I do them like this or should I do the pointy ones? Well, I can do the pointy ones. Let me see, because it started to set already. Okay, you know what? This is not working out for me. Okay. Sorry, I asked that question a little bit late, but yeah. Okay, but now I know that we're gonna do pointy. So I'm gonna place the bead right there. I'm just gonna wait a few seconds. I can actually, while that it starts to set, I can grab a second bead and just put it like right next to it. And leave that setting. Then I'm gonna push down straight. Then I'm gonna turn my brush to the side, make that line in the middle, try to go up as far as I can, and then bring those 2 tips at the top together. I can expand that, and then I'm gonna do the same with this. Middle line, push those 2 points together. And do a bead right here. Point again towards the rhinestones, straight down, pull in the middle all the way up, and then bring those 2 points together. I can still do kind of one in the middle here. Just gonna bring that black down there. Gonna wait a few seconds. And I'm gonna push down on it. And then I'm gonna do that line in the middle. And then bring those 2 points together. That's a little too long. Same thing. Here. Gotta wait a few seconds for it to start setting. Then I'm gonna push down the line in the middle, all the way up, and then bring those 2 points together. Grab some more acrylic. Put it here. Gotta wait a few seconds. Push down. I'm gonna do the line kind of curved. And then bring those 2 points to the side. Remove the excess. It's a little too tight for me to do petals here and here, but I'm going to do them at the bottom. While that one is setting, I'm going to grab another one. And I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to push down, line in the middle, curve down, and then I'm going to push those 2 sides in the middle. Same here, push down, that line in the middle, and then I bring those 2 tips together. I'm going to put a bead right here. While that one is setting, I'm going to pick up the other bead. And I'm going to set it right here next to it. So this one I'm going to push down, do the line in the middle, bring the tip together. Same thing here, push down, line in the middle. I'm going to curve it a little bit just to give it a little bit of motion or something. I don't know. I'm going to put a bead here. Wait a little bit, point down. I'm going to curve it. Bring those 2 points together. I think I can make more here. Can do a petal here. Wait, what happened? No, Nelly, what? Nelly, what? What I miss? Hi, Nana Ian. Shout out to you. I'm so sorry. What did I miss? So I don't want to leave that side completely like bald. So I'm just going to kind of place a little bit of acrylic there. Here. And then I'm going to try to brush it up. I mean, it's not supposed to be a pretty flower. Technically, it's supposed to be a creepy one. And then I could do the same thing here. I think that was too much acrylic, but we'll figure it out. Yep, that way it's not bald. It was kind of creepy all over. So we're going to do the same thing on the next one. Obviously, I'm going to do some pretty flowers. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry, I missed something. Reverse the color, start with black and then blue. Okay, gotcha. I think I grabbed a little bit too much acrylic on this one. I'm gonna wait a few seconds. I'm gonna press down all the way up. Then I'm gonna bring those two sides together and I'm gonna remove the excess. Bead, blue. I'm gonna put it down here. If it wants to lay there. If you see me tapping the bead, it's because it needs more monomer. So I just, kind of tap in it a little bit. Again, down, go all the way up. I'm going to curve it a little bit to give it a little bit more leeway. Black, and then I pick up the blue and place it, that bead over here. And push down, and then the line in the middle, and then I'm gonna push those two tips and remove the excess. Again here, pick up the black, pick up the blue, place the bead down here. I'm gonna push down. I'm gonna do a curvy one right here. Again, black, blue. When I start with the black, obviously the black is going to take over. But if you look like really closely, you can see the blue. So hopefully you'll be able to see it. Black, blue. I gotta use a little bit less of a bead here. I'm gonna wait for that to settle a little bit. I'm gonna push down, and then I'm gonna do a curve here, and then bring those two sides together and give it a little bit of a curve. So you can play around with like the acrylics. Blue. Can you see okay? I'm gonna push down, then I'm gonna do that line in the middle, and then I'm going to push those two tips together. Same thing, black, blue, here in the middle. Release the rest of the monomer. I'm going to push down, flat. Then I'm going to turn my brush on the other side, do the line in the middle, bring those two tips together. Again, black, blue, wait a few seconds, and then push down. I'm gonna curve this one to this side, and then push those two sides together. And I can move the petal in whatever direction I feel like it, to kind of make it, I don't know, different, like it's going in different directions, you know. Black, blue, I'm going to push down, and then I'm going to curve it here. And then, so that area doesn't look too bald, I'm gonna try to do like a bead here. Oh, this is gonna be very difficult. At least it doesn't look bald. So we have the blue, and we have the blue and black, and then the black, and then the blue. See? Okay, so Do you want me to do a different type of flower on my pointer finger? And what kind of flower would you like to see? Thank you. What do you guys think so far? Okay, so I'm going to do a different type of flower. And I think since this one is blue, I'm going to do something like this. Start with the black and then the blue. So let's see how this goes. The petals obviously are going to be bigger. This is not working for me. Okay. This one is a better bead. So I'm going to try to make this petal a little bit wider. Black and then the blue. See, this one is a little bit more elegant. Then in the middle, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do blue first and then black. So let's go blue and then black. And then for this bead right here, I'm just going to push down. gonna make sort of like a heart. Can you see that? Blue. And then black. Push down to make it round. And then this point right here, we're just going to push it towards the middle to make it look like a heart. And then we're going to kind of do this in the middle. Again, blue. And then black. Then I'm going to push down to make a round. And then put that dent there in the middle to make it look like a heart. And then do this. Okay. So then I'm going to put some rhinestones here in the middle in a few minutes. Okay? What do you guys think so far? You like it? This look pretty? Oh, thank you, you guys. Okay, so what do we do on the pinky? Oh, you know what? I know what we can do. I'm going to show you a typical flower, but because this is blue, I'm going to start with the blue and then with the black. It's just a typical flower. I've done that here many times before. I just need the black rhinestone. To put it right there in the middle. And then we're going to cure that real quick, or flash cure it. So we're going to start with the blue and then the black, because the rhinestone is black. Oh, the ghost, right? Oh, okay. I'll put some ghosties. I gotta take the white out. I'm gonna put some ghosts. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me, sugar. I'll put some ghost here on the pointer finger as well. Thank you for, you see, I'm very forgetful, you guys. Let me take my white out. My white acrylic. Because our ghosties have to be white. What did I say? Blue and then black, right? That's what I said. So blue and then black. I'm going to push down 45-degree angle. Then I'm going to make that line in the middle and then bring those two sides, those 2 points together. Again, blue, black, down here, I think I should have done black and then blue. Oh, oops. Line in the middle. You know what? It's fine because I can do a little bit of shading here with just to add a little bit more black. And then we're going to do black and then blue. Again, black and then blue. And push down. Again, I'm going to push down. Actually, you can't really see the blue on these ones, but that's fine because I'll do some shading. With the blue. Can you see okay? But because we can't see the blue in that one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of the blue. Hold on, that's too little. A little bit of that blue and put it in here. And do some shading on all three petals. See? Okay. I think on this one I'm going to do the same thing as this one, but reversed. So I did, how did I do this one? Black and blue first. If it's too dry, it's not going to stick. That's why I'm trying to add a little bit more acetone right now. I mean, not acetone, monomer, to make it a little bit wetter. And you can't even see the black on this one. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of shading. I hope you guys are enjoying this live. I hope you're learning something today. Again, blue and then black. I'm gonna place that bead right here. Then I'm just gonna push back and I'm gonna spread this acrylic, making it rounder and bigger. And then I'm gonna come to a point here in the middle. Right? Then I'm gonna do black and blue. Again, it's the same design that I did previously. I'm just gonna press down, 45-degree angle, push down to make it look like a heart, and then kind of accent those 2 points a little bit more. Same thing, blue, black, right here. Same thing, I'm gonna wait a few seconds. No, I'm gonna do the ghost, don't worry. I'm gonna do the ghost. It's just this is something that I've never done. Of course I'm gonna forget. And then again, blue and black. I'll do the ghost and then I'll put the rhinestones. I'm gonna wait for that bead to set a little bit. I'm gonna push down in the middle straight down to make it round. Then I'm gonna push that middle. I think I started the right colors and I ended out the wrong way. It's okay. See, those are the things that I can easily delete in a video, but like here I can't. You got to see the shenanigans. Oh, that's the wrong cap. That's the cap for this one. And then this is the cap for this one. I have to secure everything because I'm a hot mess. Okay, so let's do the white. Oh my god, I'm gonna be doing ghosties for the first time, y'all. Oh, this is I'm nervous. It shouldn't be that hard, right? Let's put that here. Making sure it's round and then kind of I'll do the arms in a second. Bear with me, people. I'm nervous. Good thing about Halloween stuff is that it doesn't have to be perfect. Right? Like that? I don't know. Should I make these round a little bit more? Ugh. It's way too much acrylic for that. Okay. Just the very tip, just to grab a little bit of acrylic to make a tiny arm. Makes me want to give her like a bow or something. No, I'm not gonna do that. I do a little ghosty here. Oops, that was too much monomer. And this one wants to touch the flower. It's like reaching out to the flower. And I am gonna give her a little bow. Let me do the eye first. I don't know what the hell I'm doing at this point, you guys. I'm just improvising here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of black in the middle. I don't know if it made it worse or better. And then let me do the eyes for these two. No, that's too much. Damn it, that's too much. I don't know, it looks weird. Oh, that looks weird. I don't know. Maybe something a little bit smaller. Darn it. Ugh. Nope. 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 Not working out for me. It really has to be super tiny. I don't know, you guys. This is my first time, okay? Be gentle. Let me try to give this one a bow too. I always end up grabbing way too much acrylic. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let me add some rhinestones and then we're done. Um, mm, mm, mm. If you're going to clean your brush, don't forget to clean it against the side of your dish. And yes, you can spread the bristles on the side, and then when you're going to remove the excess alcohol, go side, 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 or front, back, side, and side. So it should always end up looking like that once you're done. This will protect your brush and it'll keep it nice and neat. Let me add a little bit of gel and some rhinestones up in here. I'm sorry, I know this live took a little bit longer than usual, but I do appreciate each and every single one of you for staying here until the very end. I'm very grateful that you guys are here and that you decided to spend your Sunday with me a little bit, just for a little bit. Hmm. Just one rhinestone in the middle. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. This one rhinestone there in the middle. Cure that. Yeah, it is my first time. Yes. Cuckoo. I know it's ugly. But you know what? I don't care. I had a great time doing this ugly set, you guys. So I appreciate you all for being here today. This is my very first time doing ghosties. So yes, I was trying out the blooming gel from melodysusie, their top coat. I didn't get to use all the other stuff, but I will definitely be using them. I will most likely make a video. So I definitely want to use the dehydrator and primer because they did send me these two. As you can see, they did send me a builder gel. So check out melodysusie. Oh, they also sent me, look how cute this box is. Like, their boxing, it's very cute. The cuticle remover and nail cuticle oil. It's honey and milk, the cuticle oil. So and they also sent me base coat. So they really hooked me up. I just wanted to give the try to the blooming gel, doing that set, just experimenting and see how it went. So I do appreciate each and every single one of you for being here today. Thank you so much for the ones who stayed until the very end. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you guys for the ones who come here every Sunday faithfully and want to spend some time with me. I'm entirely grateful for you guys. And yeah, let me use that oil that they gave me. Oh, it actually smells really nice. It does smell like milk and honey. Oh, it smells really nice. Just to moisturize the cuticle area. Again, check out melodysusie. I do have a discount code, Nelly12, for 12% off. if you are ever interested in any of their items or products. This smells really nice. So here is the finished look. Those are my first ghosties. Oh my God. Definitely need to practice on them. I definitely need to get my, like, the little, I don't know. It's like, I'm so weird. I should be able to do like smaller things, but it's usually the smaller things that are difficult for me for some weird reason. Like I can do a big flower, but then when it comes to small stuff like this, I'm a hot mess. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for everybody who liked today's live and stayed until the end. And those who didn't, thank you so much, anyways, for clicking on this live. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you later. Bye.